receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
On first down, it's Purdy. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's second down. Lamb will go in motion. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep to return is Marvin Mims. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the AFC will have it 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The AFC offensive unit getting set to take over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Mostert will score. Touchdown AFC. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So we have hit halftime of the Pro Bowl with the AFC leading the NFC. As we are off, there you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. It's caught. Cooper. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot.
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A big play there for the AFC. 59 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Escaping the pressure right, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now it's Jackson. Flushed, and he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss. 3rd and goal, Jackson. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Keenan Allen, an 11-yard touchdown, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the NFC heading out for their first drive of the second half. Purdy off the play fake. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. I had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in for the touchdown. A.J. Brown, 71 yards. And the NFC able to cut into that lead. Purdy will throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the AFC with the football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Rolling to his right. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Being chased out left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They go play action with Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Here's a 2nd and 7. Purdy throw. And he'll dump this off to, and he loses the football a 2nd time. And that's picked up by, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. He'll swing this out to Mostert. Now the NFC going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it, sliding out of the pocket. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And a short return to the 6-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Throwing, Purdy. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
So many times we end a game. As we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Play action. Now Jackson staying on his feet. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing.